Guten Tag alle, Herr Wallis here. Today I want to talk to you again about prepositions, and we're just going to review all the prepositions here. We're going to start with what they mean. Durch means through, von, of, or from, für, for, mit, with, zwischen, between, aus, out of, gegen, against, seit, since, for, in front of, zu, to, on, at, außer, except for, in, ohne, without, nach, after, neben, next to or beside, bei, at or by, around, unter, under, hinter, behind, über, above or over, und auf, on top of, bis, until, entlang, along, und gegenüber, across from. So first we're going to discuss the three different categories that we have learned to date about these prepositions. First, the accusative case prepositions. These include durch, für, gegen, ohne, und And then the dative case prepositions, aus. And one other note, bis und entlang are also accusative. Okay, the dative ones, von, from, mit, with, außer, except for, aus, out of, nach, after, by, at, seit, since, zu, to, okay, so, and also gegenüber, across from. So these are the dative prepositions. These are prepositions that govern the dative. Okay, and the accusative dative ones, or the prepositions that are the so-called Wechselpräpositionen, or the prepositions that can be accusative or dative. These include all the prepositions of what in English we would call the prepositions of location. So zwischen, between, neben, next to, in, unter, under, vor, in front of, hinter, behind, über, above, on, at, und auf, on top of. Okay, let's remember how the definite articles change in the accusative and the dative. So in the nominative or the subject case, it's der, die, das, and die for the plural. So der changes to den in the accusative, die and das stay the same. That's my rhyme for remembering how those change. And in the dative, remember der is dem, die is der, das is dem. And then for the dative plural, it's going to be den, and en or n added on to the noun that follows it. It's called the dative plural. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples. He is in the room. This contains in. In is a preposition that can be accusative or dative. So if you're talking about where he's located at, think dative. So ist in dem Zimmer. Out of the school is automatically dative. Aus der Schule, die Schule changed to der. With the teacher, mit dem Lehrer. Through the rain, durch den Regen. To the store, zu dem Geschäft, and a lot of times you can make a contraction out of that, zum Geschäft. It is on the table. On is one of those prepositions that can be accusative or dative. Here it's talking about location, so we just say as auf dem Tisch, it's dative. Without an answer, ohne eine Antwort. And from his brother, von seinem Bruder. So notice that we took der Bruder changing to dem, and we take the em ending and we put it onto the possessive pronoun sein for his, so we get von seinem Bruder. Okay, let's take a look at a few more examples around the table. Accusative, den Tisch, der Tisch. With the lady, mit der Frau, die Frau changing to der. Out of the house, aus dem Haus, das Haus changing to dem, because aus is dative. For my dog, für meinen Hund. So Hund is der, masculine, changing to den. We're putting that on the end of our possessive pronoun mein and getting meinen. Against the wall, gegen die Wand. From my mother, von meiner Mutter. We have die Mutter, changing to der. We're taking the er from der and putting it on the possessive pronoun mein, and we get von meiner Mutter. Through the heart, durch das Herz, and you can even make a contraction, durchs Herz. Without a pencil, ohne einen Bleistift. Without my sisters, ohne meine Schwestern. And with my friends, mit meinen Freunden. That's going to be the dative plural. Okay, so das war's. Ich hoffe, dass es ein bisschen geholfen hat. Vielen Dank für das Zuschauen und auf Wiedersehen.